Hey guys, it's time for arithmetic. I hope that you were able to watch the Go Noodle video, Get Your Money Right, to help you practice your counting coins skills, especially because it will be on your paper for today, so I really want you to go watch that video. So if you haven't watched that yet, stop this one, go watch that one, sing along, and then come back to this one. Today, we are talking about subtraction with 0 in the ones place. Now, this isn't really different than something we've done before. You actually already have the skills to do this all on your own. I'm just going to review it with you right now to remind you what steps to take. So, we are going to start with this problem right here, 50 minus 23. Now, the first thing I do is I take my highlighter and I draw my line to keep my place values together. I want my ones place to always stay together in that straight column and my tens place to stay together in that straight column. And then I circle this sign. I need to remember I'm doing subtraction. I don't want to add in the middle of my problem. I am doing subtraction. Then I go to the ones place, which is the far right, and I ask myself, 0 minus 3. Can I do that, yes or no? No, I cannot take 3 away from nothing. So that means I need to go next door and borrow from the neighbor. When I borrow from the neighbor, I cross out the neighbor. I know it was a 5 before, and I go 1 less than what was already there. So 1 less than 5 is 4, and that helps me add 10 to the place before, the section that I needed to borrow 4. So if I add 10 to 0, that's easy. 10 plus 0 is 10. 10 is my new number, and I don't need the 0 anymore either. So the numbers that I've crossed out, I don't want to look at those anymore. These are my new numbers up here in the boxes. Now, 10 minus 3, can I do that now? Yes, I can. 10 minus 3 is 7. And then over here in the tens place, 4 minus 2, can I do that? Yes, 4 minus 2 is 2. See, so you already know how to do it. We're just breaking it down a little bit more and reviewing. So let's do one more, and then we'll talk about your paper. So remember, our first step is to always take your highlighter first, draw your line to keep your ones placed together and your tens placed together. On your paper, you're gonna have all the way up to hundreds. I'm just gonna practice ones and tens with you on the board. And then we circle the sign because we want to make sure that we are doing subtraction. Remember, I need to remind myself I'm doing subtraction for the whole problem. So I have 0 minus 9. I ask myself, 0 minus 9, can I do that, yes or no? No, I can't. I can't take 9 away from nothing. I can't take something away that isn't there. So I have to go next door to the neighbor, and that's a 9. So I'm going to cross out the 9, and I go 1 less than 9. 1 less than 9 is 8. That's my new number. I ignore the 9 now. My new number is 8. And that helps me bring 10 over to the ones column. So 10 plus 0 is 10. And I cross out the 0. I don't need to pay attention to the 0 anymore. My new number is 10. 10 minus 9, can I do that? Yes. 10 minus 9 is 1. And then in the tens place, I have 8 minus 2. Can I do that? Yes. 8 minus 2 is 6. So, it's a little messy. That should be easy enough. We've been practicing borrowing for a little while, so you shouldn't really have any problems on your paper. I just want to go over a few of the directions on there. So, if you look at page 237, section 1 is all about temperature. Make sure you carefully count those temperature lines. And then section 2 are clocks. You're going to have to write the hour and the minutes, and the numbers on the clock are actually Roman numerals. So you're practicing 2 skills here. You're practicing Roman numerals as numbers, and then you're practicing telling time on the clock. When you write down your answer for what time it is, I want you to use regular numbers. Don't use Roman numerals for your numbers, for your answer here. Use regular numbers to tell me what time it is. And then section 3 is a short little story problem. Section 4, circle the correct temperature. There are 3 sections there. You need to circle 1 in each section. Section 5 and 6 are story problems. You need to read the story problems, and then if you look carefully to the right of those story problems, it says workspace. So they actually helped you out and wrote down the problem for you. You have to answer the problem in that square and then use that on the line for the answer to the story problem. You must show your work in the workspace and then write the answer on the line to the story problem for both 5 and 6. Then on the back, section 1, you're practicing this, subtraction with 0 in the ones place. Section 2, you're practicing multiplication. They are ones that we've already learned. They're not brand new ones. You've already learned these ones with me. Section 3 is another story problem. You must have a problem and answer. You must have a problem and answer. Now, section 4 is a little tricky. Section 4 says count the money, then read the clues and write how much money each person has. So there are 4 little sections. It's broken up with green lines. You need to count the money for each little square section separately. Count the money separately. Then you're going to read the clues A, B, C, D. And you're going to use the money squares that you counted to answer those lines for those clues. The first one says, Grandpa has the most money. So whichever square had the most money, you're going to write that amount on the line under A. I hope that makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.